and then later I will show you the demo. Okay. So XPath is basically called an XML path. So what will happen, like if you open any web page, say that I'm taking like Selenium. So the main page is Selenium dot div. You can see this one. I'm opening this page. So once you open this page, this will come like this. Okay. So my topic of discussion is like I'm going to discuss. So this is something demo of the XPath. So what do you have to do? First, you have to right click and inspect. So once you inspect, so this like element tab will be there. There are multiple tabs like console, sources, network. So many tabs are there, but you main focus about like when you are talking about automation, so you have to focus on elements tab. So elements tab you just go through and you will see like a structure like that. So it is saying that it's HTML, and inside HTML we have head, then we have body. So head is for header. It means some information it will contain about the page, so that it will search it will appear in the search page. And other informations body is for HTMLs, means elements, like what kind of elements you having. Suppose that right click and inspect. So this will be highlighted. So it is saying that H1 it means a header one. Okay. Some tags are like div, some tags are like aside. You can see a lot of things. So P is for paragraph, U is for like unordered list. So this is a list item, means suppose that we have some kind of list. So you can display like that. You can see. So this listing is done like this. So UL tag is there, and under that LI tag will be there. So like that you can just identify. So there are different what you call tags here, and this is called HTML structure. And in HTML structure, if you want to identify any web element, so one CSS selector via you already seen, right? Last class. So today we will be dealing about XPath. So XPath is called like XML path. Okay. So this is something like similar like XML. So that's why we are calling it XML path. And on the basis of XPath, you can identify some web element. So you already have seen a couple of examples, but today we are going to see it in the detail, like how to interact with different web elements. So first is like this is called relative XPath. So XPath is of two types. One is like relative and one is absolute. So relative will start from the double slash, and one is absolute. So absolute is something like folder structure path, how you have seen. So that way it will appear. Relative and have absolute. There are two kind of XPath. So in the interview, they will ask which one you have used. Means there are how many types of XPath are there. So relative and absolute. So they will ask you which one you have to use. So you will always say that most of the time I am using relative, and which condition you will go with the absolute. So sometimes we have to interact with the dynamic web element. So dynamic web element, it means like no exact attributes and values are like guaranteed. So in that case, we will not go with the attribute and values. So in that case, we can go with the absolute XPath. So I will show you some examples of that so that you will understand. And in the interview, they will ask the difference. So let's see some of the examples here. So what is this? This is starting with a double slash, then a star. A star means like search in all the tags in the whole page. I'm saying start with anywhere, search in all the tags, and then big bracket start, big bracket close. And this is at the rate attribute is equal to the value you can give like this. You can put normally single quotes, so that is the better practice, but you can also use double quotes. So if you want to put double quotes, so one way you can use it like that, I will show you. You have to put it slash and double quotes. So that is also acceptable. Means if you put like this, so this is the best way. But if you want, you can use it like that. So normally they will not allow to use it like this. So this is not allowed. So it's best way that you should use in this way. Either this way or this way you can use. Okay. So this is either single quotes or slash double quotes you can use like that. So it is allowed, applicable. So normally you have seen everywhere I'm using single quote, single quote, single quote, and this is highly case sensitive. So once you are trying to write the XPath, so you should be aware about these things. Now, so this is something all tags, and if you have a specific tag, then you can mention the specific tag, then attribute name, and then equal to value. So this is a single attribute value. If you want to use, you can use it like that. So it's just a similar example. That's okay. This is for all the tags, means how many elements are there. If you want to just count, you can give like that. So it will count all the web elements. On the basis of text, if you want to find, then you can write like that. So this is exact match text. Exact match text. This is contents way. Contents way is widely used, like exact match. Sometimes we are using, but this is like very widely used. And you have already seen that how many times we have used. So double slash, you can put tag name, it's up to you, or you can put a star. Then contents is a method, and then contents method is there, then parenthesis to start, parenthesis close. This will come first, then text, then comma, the text what you need to find or match, you can pass, and big bracket open close. So that is the syntax. If you are not using on the text, means on the attribute, so you can also use it like that. Okay. So instead of at the rate attribute, it like this will replace with the at the rate attribute. And instead of text, you have to write the value of that attribute. So this is one thing. Second thing is that if there are more than one attributes, you want to put in the condition. So basically what? This is the condition, right? Matching condition. So sometimes one attribute is not enough. So you can put multiple. So this is the one, this is the second, and this is the third. So it means, and just remember this is AND condition, means all the attribute has to be matched. So when you are writing like this, so this is the AND condition. AND condition means this also has to match, this also has to match, and this also has to match. Second thing is that you can write, can remove this curly bracket, sorry, big bracket you can remove. And on the basis of that, you can put AND. You see, the only difference between the first and second is I remove the big bracket and I put AND in the small case. Okay, and the rest of the things are almost same. The one more condition is OR condition. So AND condition is like both has to match. OR condition is anyone is matching, it's okay. So you can put OR condition. You can see here. And this is not condition example. You see here, I am putting not equal to. It means sometimes you can say that, oh, I'm looking for a particular element, which attribute should not have this value. Okay, so like that you can put a not condition. So this is also one example you can see. One was one more not. I will see you this one. Let me.
राजीव इन दिस दैट नॉट कंडीशन वन इफ मतलब मुझे ऐसा कोई चाहिए कि मुझे दो वैल्यूज नहीं चाहिए तो फिर वो दोनों वैल्यू पे हम
Yes, for both you can put like that. It is saying that the first attribute should not be equal to this, so it will match that which is the element which is not having this attribute. So not equal to, it means that attribute should not match with this one. Sometimes it's very rare, but you should know this, like this is allowed to write. And one is like, suppose that you can also write like this. You can see here. I'm saying that tag name text is equal to Python and not. This is a different not. This is a method. Okay. So I'm saying that this is the method, not like this. So some like, I will say attribute name, that would be better to say here. So I'm saying that. So this would be a more perfect example. So I'm saying that text should be Python and this attribute should not having the value like this. So instead of that, you can also write like this. Understand?
Yeah.
But this is mostly not contains also you can use. So one is like not and second is like not contents. So that would be better. Means one is not and then inside that contents. Like that also you can put.
Yeah.
So it will be a two closing. You can see it. So one is not closing and one is contents closing. Means contents not. Okay. So one this should be applicable and this it should not be applicable. So like this you can use. See this one example is simple text. Like I'm saying that I'm looking for how many words having selenium. Sometimes like asking, no, people asking. Just find a word that how many times it appears. So you see here, this is the text. If this is a condition, I copied it and I just find it, Control F and go and paste it here. You can see a 16th times selenium word is coming. You can see in the left side also it is highlighting. So these are like conditions thing and sometimes like text instead of text you can write like dot. So basically difference between this and this is that it has a wide range. Means this will only look for text, but it will look for anything. Okay. So instead of this, if I write like this, you can see it is coming as 66 times.
Yeah.
Okay, so it will look for anything. So that is like wide range. Sometimes you have to use this, sometimes you have to use like that. So either you can put the text and you can just put a dot. So either text, parenthesis, open, close, or just put a dot. Rest of the things are same, you can see here. So this is one example, and this is the example of absolute XPath. So what is the difference? Relative XPath start with the double slash, but absolute XPath start with the single slash. Okay, and the difference is that it start from the root and goes to the end node. Okay, means start from the root and goes to the end node. End node means the element which you are looking for. And now let me try to explain what is this. So suppose that I'm looking for a web element, right click, inspect. I found this, then I will right click, go to the copy and copy full XPath. I come here and paste it there. You can see this, how this is coming. So it is
Yeah.
saying that first go to HTML. So I will explain you how to find that. So I will go from here, go to the HTML, right? Just minimize everything, then I will explain. Then it is saying that go to the body. From here, how you will navigate. I have navigated here. Then it is saying that go to the first div, means div. So I have a div here. In the body, I will look for div. So I came here, div. This was nav, this was A, and this is the div. You can see yes, everything is on the same level.
Yeah.
This one. Not nav, inside not nav. It is saying that body div. So body div is this one. So I'm here. Then it is saying that then go to the div one. So why it is written like that? Sometimes you have multiple divs. So it will give you the numbering and it will start from one always, not zero. Like in array Java, we will always starting from zero, but here the numbering starts from the one. So indexing start from the one. So it is saying that when you have multiple divs, you can see a multiple divs are there, right? So first div is there and inside we have multiple divs. So it is saying that go to the div one. Okay, this is the div one. So I will go to the div one. This is the div one. Then it is saying that go to div. Means inside div1, I'm going to div1. This up to here I came. And then it is saying that main. So I will look for main. It is main is here. You can see here. You can see this is the main. Div1, then div, then main. So this is the main. And then it is saying that go to div. So inside main, go to the div. So this is the div. Then it is saying that go to the div 2. So we have multiple divs over here. So I will go. I have multiple divs. You can see here div 2. So this is the first div, then div 2. So this is div 1, this is div 2. This one. Then saying they go to the div 1. So here we also have multiple divs. Can see here. So div, there are multiple divs. So it is saying that go to the div 1. And then it is saying go to the P. So inside this div, I'm going to the P. So it is saying that this one, you can see. If you are new to the Selenium, we have a few resources that can help you to get a speed. So like that, you can just navigate to any web element. So mostly people are not using it for your information because it is so complex in writing wise and so long as well. So instead of that, I will always try to go in easy way. If nothing is there, then the worst scenario, you can go and give a try. Understand?
Yeah.
Now this is something, one more example that you have to navigate to the parent. Means suppose that you have a web element, like right click, I navigated this, okay? And I know it has a parent. Parent, what is parent? Div. So this is the parent one. So on the basis of that, if I want to navigate to the parent, then I can navigate. So let me give you that example. So I'm focusing on this one, this driver sessions. So how to write that? It's very simple. /a, then text is equal to this is the text, right? So you can see here, this is already highlighted here, but I want to navigate to this parent one. So what I will do, this example is put a slash over here, then put a double dot. So what it will do, it will go to its parent. So H5 is selected, you can see here. So it is selecting H5. You can see here H5, automatic selected. So this is something root element, and then you are navigating to the parent. So I tell you that one way is navigating to the child and one way is navigating to the parent. So you see here, if you want to navigating to the child, so that is also possible. Then I put slash and I want to navigate to the child. Then I will put the tag name. So you can see again it is selecting the child one. So one is parent and one is child. So you have to understand. So for parent, we have to put double dot. And for child, we have to put a tag name. Okay. You understanding or not?
Yeah.
So again, I will explain. Just see. I was here. I want to select H5. So what I will do, I will put a slash. So normally slash is for child. But if I put a double dot, so it will go in the reverse backward. If I put a double slash again, if I put again double dot, so again it will go to one up level. So now it is selecting div. Then again I will put a slash and again I will put a double dot. So you see here again it is going to this parent. Understand? So
Yeah.
like that you can navigate. Means that is the flexibility you are getting in the, and consider that you want to select getting started, right? So how you can write? I'm just explaining how you can write. You are here. First you have to go to this one, div first. You put here slash, then put div of one. So it is already highlighted. Then you want to go to H5, then slash. I'm going to the downwards. H5. I put a just tag name. Okay, so now it's selected. Then I put a slash, then put a. So now it is selecting. So you see here, root was what? Driver sessions. But with the help of driver sessions, I'm able to write the locator for any other web element. You can see.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
this is one example you can take. I just try to understand. I'm putting this copy and putting it here for the future. So this was something one example. So this is something hybrid mixture of parent and child. But there are methods as well. Those are called XPath access. So I will come on at that part. So that is the next level of XPath. But let me show you some of the examples, basic examples of the XPath. Now we have already seen these examples, and now we have tried to understand how to navigate to any web element via absolute XPath or relative XPath. So a couple of difference in the interview they can tell, and they will ask you which one you have widely used. So you can say that upfront, I have used mostly relative XPath because it's convenient to write, easy to maintain, and if any locator like anything is changing in the web page also, I mostly don't need to update my locators for that particular. But in the case of absolute, if any web element is inserted or deleted, again you have to go and update the XPath. So that is the challenging things over here. And now these are like next level of the XPath. I will come to that point, but let me go through some of the examples over here. XPath demo. So written something and having something. This is not XPath. This is CSS selector. Yes, this is example of XPath. I can show you. Let me comment this part. Hmm. Coming here, this part to here. I modified. Add throws declaration. Now save it. You can see here we have this beginning of the program, this message. Then I'm using task kill, and then I'm using this driver settings that where I have kept my driver and just launching my web driver, maximizing, and then google.com. So what I'm trying to do here, let me first explain it manually. I'm copying it, going into google.com. So this is the search one. So if I type something here like Selenium and hit enter button, you can see here this page will be opened. So something like that I'm going to do. And for that I'm using XPath. So consider that, right click and inspect. So if I have to try to interact with this web element, I have to look for what are the attribute and values given there. So tag is input, class is given there, G action is there, max length is there, name is there, type is text. So you have to identify which one you can use. Okay, so you can use class, but if something better, I will go with that option. So I can say that name is there. So name is there, so you can try name. Title is there, so title also I can try. So either on one attribute or two attribute, I can write the locator. So see here, I'm writing the XPath in front of you, and it always best way that you should write it. So double slash tag name is input. Then big bracket is started. Attribute name at the rate attribute name. Just remember this syntax at the rate attribute name. So name equal to in the single quotes. So this is one. I am able to find one of one, but if you want to add one more, you can write like this. More attribute. SEARCH search equal to, sorry, title. And it is a case sensitive, so just remember that. So you can see here, I'm able to write it. So let me copy this. Temporary, I will paste it somewhere. So this is one way. If I modify it with A and D, if I modify it with OR, so just giving you an example that you can write like this. The first way it find it. Second way is this one. I am trying to find with this one. So see here again it is coming one of one. So it is able to interact. Third way is this one. You can see here it is coming one of one. Again it is coming one of one. And fourth way is you can put here star. Star means look in all the web elements. So there are multiple ways of writing the locators. No worries. You can see still it is one of one. So which one you want to use? It's up to you. So I will go with this one. So I already wrote this. You see here. Input at the rate name equal to Q and title equal to search. And then closing with the double quotes and then parenthesis close. So I'm giving the name driver.find element as a Google search. Then I'm first clearing it. The first step I'm doing clear. And you want to type something and press enter button. So here is introduction of like keys. You can see here keys. So this is one enum in Java. Sorry, Selenium. You can see here enum. So enum, what it helps you that it gives you a range. Means only those values can be selected. Only those things you can input. It's to avoid the wrong input from the user. So already like it has defined with the keys that if you want to use this, so actually this code will be executed and these are like keyboard operations. Okay, so you don't need to remember this, but normally they have the code for that. So you don't need to remember. So instead of like remembering code, they are just giving you the name of the keys. So it has all the key names. Numpad also it has. Function also it has. You can see a lot of things they have already given you. And it is stored where? It is stored in the Java, sorry, Selenium enum. And the enum name is keys and which has all the keys, keyboard buttons you can see here. It's already defined. So I'm just using one of them. So I'm saying that first type Selenium and then hit enter button. So some typing and enter button. So both combination if you want to use, so you can use it like that. Suppose that you want to press escape key, you want to press like a space bar, you escape space bar or shift. And sometimes you want to type in capital. So those operations you can control via this one. So this one is already used, so should be okay. You can write it in two steps as well. It's up to you. So one line you can use Selenium, second line you can use keys.enter. So, but mostly why to write multiple lines? So I'm just writing in one line. So once I hit enter, I am expecting this page will be displayed. Like last time it happened. So this page will be displayed. And once this page will be displayed, so this title will be displayed. You can see here. So that's why I'm printing the title and the URL and then I'm closing the program. So this is just a simple XPath demo. Right click and run it. You can see here it worked. And after 5 seconds, this will close. It printed the title and the URL. And then it says that end of the program as well. You can see here, right? So this way it works. So this was one example. I'm looking for other examples if I have. Otherwise, I will write some of the more locators. Already we have seen couple of times XPath examples. So that should be okay. Consider that this is a page, right? And I want to find the links. So what I will do here, right click, inspect. I will go here and I will just write /a. So how many it is coming? 186. But you navigate to 186 one. You see here one by one. So some having like href as a slash, some will be blank. So like this kind of blank. So this URL is like not a valid URL. It will do nothing if you click on that. So if you want to avoid this kind of URL where href is having this, so you can write a condition. So I will show you that part. You see this is a valid one, href. This is having valid. So this is having a valid. So but some href is not valid. You can see this is not a valid href. That's if where it is. English. You can see here. This is not a link, right? Let's see if I'm clicking here, it's not opening a new page. See, this is a link. If I'm clicking here, it is opening a new page, right? So this is something valid you call valid link, but this was not that was not the valid link. So what you have to do, can put some condition that I want to go only in those links which are the valid one. So I'm just writing here and then see here how I'm writing here. A, and I'm saying that HR big bracket open HRE @ not equal to. Okay. Now it is coming is 183. Okay. And if I remove this, let's cut this. And if I just use this one, so it is coming 186. And now it is coming 183. So there are some differences are there. You can see if I'm using like this. So 3 links are invalid links. I can simply get a count that 3 links are invalid. Other factors also you can include that I don't want this, I don't want this. Yes, you can put a that class should not be having navvar. So like that you can put a condition. So this is something one you put, and you can put and not contains at the rate class comma some navvar was there, right? I just saw that somewhere it was highlighted. Yeah, you can see here. Now it is one more is removed. So now you can put many conditions. It's up to you that how you want to use it. So just a demo for that. And based on condition, it will just filter the list. Okay. Earlier it was 183. Now I put one more condition that href should not be there, but the I can put like this also I can put, but I just put contents. So contents also, not contents is there. You can put like this. I am looking for this one. So in this way, you can write multiple conditions. It's up to you. Okay. So if I have more examples, so I want to show you what we can do. Need basis we can show the demo. It's okay. We have a lot of places where we will be using XPath. And some more examples I want to show you on this part. That was this part. Okay, that how to use this. You can see we have a Gmail, what you call Google page. So I'm going to the Google page and we have Gmail link and images link. You can see here. So on that basis, I'm going to show you. Consider that this is the main link. Is saying that A is means like link. Then text should be equal to Gmail. So if I'm going to that page and right click and inspect, and I am putting this condition Control F. So this condition is matching with 1. You can see here it's matching with 1. And if I hit enter, it will highlight Gmail. So it is highlighting Gmail. You can see it's finding 1 of 1. So basically it's highlighting, but you cannot see because of the color, right? So it is highlighted, you can see here. So what we have to do, we have to look into it. So it's saying that instead of double dot, you can use parent. So parent is like XPath access. So first let me explain what is XPath access. So W3 schools is the like main guidelines for website creation. You will find a lot of contents over here. So there are 13 XPath access. One is ancestor, ancestor or self, attribute, child, descendants, descendant or self, following, following sibling, namespace, parent, preceding, preceding sibling, and self. So there are 13. And the description is given there, but mostly you will be using, I will say, parent, child, following, following sibling, preceding, and preceding sibling. So these are like most widely used, and you will be able to find your web element among this. So XPath is having backward navigation, forward navigation, plus XPath supports text-based searching of the element. So that's why XPath is popular over CSS. Otherwise, execution wise, CSS is much faster. So because of some advantage is there, so that's why people are using XPath. Okay. So we will see some of the examples, then you will understand. So when you have to use XPath access, so first you have to use the XPath, then put a slash, then put the access name, then put a colon, and then the which one you want to use. So those you can use. And then other conditions are there, so you can put other conditions. So real time example you will see, then only you will understand. So you can see here, up to here, I have already written here in the Gmail. Now, right click and inspect. So this is the web element. You can see here, this is the web element already highlighted. And what I am going to do, on the basis of that, I am going to navigate to the parent. And suppose that I have to inspect this element. You can see here, I am here, but I have to navigate to the parent. Then I have to come to this one. Just follow the path. I am here, but I cannot directly come here. So for this, I have to go to my parent. Then from parent to my what you call adjacent, and then the child of this. I can go like this. So this will be my path of navigation. So if you want to go to the parent, so either you can put double dot, it's up to you. Or if you want to go in a standard way, so you can put a slash and parent. So you can see here as I type parent and hit enter. P-A-R-E-N-T, parent. That's fine. And then which tag you want to specify, that you can put in the two columns. If you put a star, so it will select. Star means whatever the parents are there, just go for it. So normally parents will be only one. In normal cases, one has one parent. So it's like uh, parent double colon and then a star. You can put like that. But you want to mention any specific tag, so you can mention the tag as well. So I want to mention div. So this I already got. Now from this div, I want to come here. From this div, I want to come to my adjacent. So adjacent is like there is no tray. So what you can do, you can use slash. Then we have following sibling. You can see it. So this is the concept. Following sibling means I want to find my sibling. Sibling means same level, brother, sisters kind of thing. So this is something called siblings. So I put here following sibling. Okay. And then which, suppose that there can be brother, there can be sister, but which one you want? Like I am here, but I want to mention this one. Suppose that there are multiples, then I have to mention a particular tag as well. So sibling, then double colon, then div. So now it is highlighting this one, you can see here. But I want to come here, images. So then I will put a slash. If I put a star, so it is coming one because there was only one, but it's better to use a particular tag. So I'm putting a tag A and then it is selecting this one. So I was here already. I was here already. I went here, then I came here, then I came here. So like that, I try to navigate it to the bird. So in that case, so now your question will be in which case I will be using that. So sometimes you will find that this web element has relevant attribute and properties, but this web element which you want to interact has no particular attribute and property. So how you will identify this element? So the best idea that try to look up and down if anyone is having a stable locator. So on the basis of that, you can navigate to the forward, backward, and then you can try to locate the element which actually you want to interact with. Understand? It will happen sometimes, not always like, but yeah, 10-20% cases are there where you will find this kind of challenges where the element which you actually want to interact will not having the locator issue. So in that case, the best solution is look up and down, look at the structure, look up and down. Suppose that I want to interact with this web element and forget that these things are there. It's class and attributes and other properties are not there. Just the web element name is given. So in that case, look up and down, which one is you feel that, yeah, this could be stable one. And on the basis of that, you can try to interact up and down, and then you can finally get this web element. So that's the best way. So this is something writing practice you have to make. And writing unique locator is a bit challenging in Selenium. So it's always a question that what are the challenges you have faced. So you can say that when I was trying to interact with different web elements, so I found this web element, dynamic web element. Dynamic web element is something like where attribute values will be keep on changing. Then how you will identify. So in this way, you can say that, yeah, on the basis of adjacent parent or child web element, I found that, oh, this value is changing, but the up one and downward is not changing. So on the basis of that, I will try to navigate up or down, whatever it is needed. And then I can identify the particular web element. So now you have these examples. So this is following sibling and this is preceding sibling. So consider that on the basis of Gmail, you find images. Now I will find images on the basis of find Gmail. So in this case, I will be using preceding siblings. Okay, so let's go. The same reverse I did that. The first time I found that, oh, this one is there and this one located is not a valid one. So I will basis on this, I find this one. But now I'm taking a reverse scenario. This one is stable, this one is not. And I have to find the locator for this one. So how I will identify it? So right click, inspect. First I will go and then do a control F. And I just took here. This is the valid locator for images. That's okay. Now, how I have to interact? You first look the structure. So I am here. I want to find this one. So one way is I will go from here to here. Then from here to I will go to the parent of this and this. Then I can come down. So this is one way. Second way is I go here and I will find a preceding sibling. Okay, preceding sibling means both are brother sisters kind of thing. Siblings means like parent is same and it has two child or three child. So those all are called siblings. So I am here. I will come here with the preceding siblings. One is following siblings means after that. Preceding siblings before me. So this is something before me. So I will go to this one and then I will come this one and then I will find the element. So I'm considering that this is not having any valid locators and I have to find the valid or stable locators, valid or stable locators. So first I will find this, then I will go this, then I will find this. You see here, I already found this. Then how I will find this one? Means I can put either parent or double slash. Sorry, slash and double dot. So I'm here already, right? Now from here, I want to go and find preceding siblings. Slash preceding preceding hyphen sibling. And if you find writing challenges, so you can take the help of Google that how to write correct spellings and all things. You can see preceding siblings is already there. You can see it. I'm just copying it. So I'm just. But once you write preceding sibling, then you have to put double colon. Just remember this. If you use XPath access, if you use XPath access, so it says the syntax you see here. It always says that use access name, then double colon. and then further whatever the tag name you want. So I'm using in the same way. So preceding sibling, I came here, I was here, I came here, and then I came here. So tag name is div. Okay, either you can use div or you can use wildcard star. It's up to you. So div already get, then slash. Slash means following. I'm moving towards child. So I got the locator. But here also you can put, if you have any attribute and value, so you can put up to you. There is no restriction. So this is one way of writing. I'm just copying it. So you see here how I change. Instead of parent, I put a double dot. So there are multiple ways. It's up to you. One way is I don't want to use this way. I'm here already. I'm here already, and I want to move to this parent, this one. So I will put slash, then double dot. So now I'm here, but I have to come to here, this one, Gmail. Then I will start moving forward. Okay, then slash div. So now I'm here already. Then slash a. So I'm here already. You can see here. So double dot is referring to parent and slash and tag name is referring to child. So it's up to you how you want to interact. So I'm just giving some examples so you should understand in the real time how you have to use. I think this is also one example of somewhere I have used. I think it's for Facebook. Let me try it. So this is the Facebook page. And first I will go with this one. I know this is for email ID one. So right click inspect. Control F. So it's correct. It's for email ID one. But what if I put a parent? So means I want trying to interact this one. Okay, this one. So let me put a parent and div it is saying. So it is here, right? And then on the basis of that, what it is trying to do, following sibling, then div child, then div input. So it means on the basis of user ID, I'm trying to find the password. You can see here, I have a password. So this, I'm here, but I want to interact via this and I want to come here. So I was here already, right? But when I came here, then I have to go there. Then how I will write? Slash. And this is following sibling. You can see I'm here and I have to come here. This arrow you can see are lining, right? I have to come here. So this is the following sibling. Not following, it's a following sibling. Then double dot. And which one you want to refer? It is a div. So you see here, now I came here. When I came here, again, I have to use div. So there are shortcuts as well. I would suggest not to go with shortcuts, but if you want, you can put. So there is a shortcut. If you want, you can put double slash. It's a relative one. If you want input, it will find. So quickest way. But if you want to go one by one, so you can put like this. Div input. Div. Yes. So how I navigated, I was here already. I came here, then I came here, then I came here, then I came here. So like that, I came here. So you can see here. So this is something you need to understand and write the locator. So locator writing is a practice kind of thing. You have to learn it. So this is something you learn this here. So I put here child, but you don't need actually to put the child. Child is something like following. So for following, you can directly go and communicate. So single slash is like one by one, and double slash is relative. That's you can jump to the next level if you have a specific unique tab. So I will copy this and I will keep this for future. So this is Facebook example. You can try this at your free time. This is Gmail, not Gmail, Google. And this was the example of other sites. It's up to you. Almost we have covered the XPath, and some are the things like which is need basis, runtime basis. So we will see those things. We have already covered parent, child, we have already covered. Following siblings, preceding siblings also we have covered. So all are not important, but yeah, need basis is there, then you can go and explore that. If it is needed, then you can use in this way. But most of the time in my career, I didn't use this. I didn't need that actually. You can see it. So any doubt you have for today's thing?
No, Rajiv. I have to go through the recording again.
Yeah, you can find the recording and you can go.
Yeah.
So let me stop the recording, then I have to discuss something.
Yeah.